keep getting questions on inking, what pens, what size, how to do it. So we're going to do a little in-depth tutorial. Wendy has been through it at least a dozen times, but we'll do a little bit here. I'm waiting on my laundry to get here, so there's going to be an interruption here in a little bit. She said 7 o'clock, but ain't here yet. All right, so most important thing for inking an airplane is the tools. The tools and a plan. So for the, no, that wasn't it. Hopefully I can find it. Nope, there it is. Okay, for the lines around the paint, it's approximately, I would say, a 32nd of an inch. But on the head of this pen, let me change views here. Yeah. And on the head of this pen, it says 4/120. I'm not sure what that means. It means it's a pretty big line. But we wanted a big line around the paint because I wanted it to look like a pinstripe. Now, one of the things that makes the model look outstanding or better is when you vary ink line sizes. Now, Wendy talks about don't put any toilets on your airplane. This is a stencil, drafting stencil, that I bought just for that one little oval right there, and that'll be used as the latches. But I noticed here I have a square that I can use for my access panels for the flaps, for the ailerons. So I have a map here of what it's supposed to look like. And it looks like the center one is bigger. That might be difficult. I might have to get another stencil for that. Okay. But we're going to run this line right here in a 2.60. All the smaller ones, I'll make them even finer. So we'll have a pen change 3 times. If you make really big ink lines, it just gets gaudy. Try and get a pen to work here. Okay, you're going to have to reload it, I guess. Oh, yeah. Empty. That's a good sign. Empty of a tank. Means I cleaned it. That means it should work when I fill it. These pens are Koh-i-Noor Rapidiograph. Back in the day, when draftsmen drafted on vellum instead of on computer, this is what they used. So what happened to that? There it is. Now there's a little piston inside there, and when you shake it, you can hear it rattle. If it ain't rattling, it ain't working. So I think the first thing I want to do is I want to do a square. I want to get a square tip on it. Need to find a square. Where did it go? Huh. Where is my square? I got a drafting square and I can't find it. Par for the course here. There it is. No, it ain't. This is a little square. Damn! Well, it's going to take me a second to find the darn thing. I apologize. It's just the way it is working here. And where is the top? Oh, here it is. Okay, if you look at this square, it has a step in it. Pretty important. But it also has a booger on it. So we don't want to scrape up our airplane. Let me get that sanded off. Boogie. And I can't believe this girl's still not here. It's supposed to be 5 o'clock. Okay, part of the setup that I did there is we're going to make a 90-degree line to the trailing edge, but it disappears off there because of the flap. So what you do is not a problem. However, I got a small situation. Because we want this airplane as nice as possible. Now, do not tape or ink to that line. It'll wick under there. But I want to see what it's going to look like. And it looks like it will be right. Let's check it again. There's really not room for mistakes, so double check everything. So I got that line. I ran a tape line here. And we need one in the center of the wing, more towards the tip. So it's center of the wing, so it's actually right there. I guess we'll do it right on the flap. The bad thing about doing this is you can't do a scale layout. No way. You just have to represent what you think it should look like. Okay. Then there's a short right here. I hope this girl didn't lose my laundry. So there's a line that looks to be, I'm thinking about 3/4. That square is, what is that, half? Yep, so we'll make it 3/4. So I need a line going this way. Hey, Craig. There's a long piece of wire in there. Goes all the way through. So, what the hell happened to it? It runs right to there. Now it goes all the way to the end. So that goes all the way to the end, and this gets cut off in the center. Now, how to keep that line parallel is my rondelle is on square. So you just keep it parallel with the rondelle. I'm kind of laying this out because it's such a complicated ink job. I only got one chance. I don't want to blow it. Just like I almost did right there. So this I'm going to go to here. Okay, where are you? What was it? She said 7 o'clock. It's now 20 after 7. I'm sure this is pretty boring. But the ink job on this will be so elaborate that I got to do it. I was just going to start inking, but I got to thinking that's not a good idea. Let me look outside here. Yeah. That ain't me. No. No, I'm waiting on laundry. Not unless you got laundry in there. Here it comes. It's pretty late. I'm already streaming. Hang on, guys. My laundry's here, so I'll be a minute. Alice Springs at 7 o'clock. All right, Merry Christmas to you. All right. We got clean clothes. No, I'm not telling you how I got the nickname. Okay. All right, so I got me in mint. I wonder if I got any pocket treasure. Okay. Come on. All right. Let's go over the tools. The tools are a square that has a step. It has to have a step. You can't have this up against the material when you ink. It has to be lifted up. Or corkback ruler, which is where I know I got one. Here. When you set this down, it lifts the ruler up off the material. Now, when you use a template like this, you have to do the masking tape trick. Put about 5 layers of tape around the thing you're going to use so that it's up off the work surface. Or a ruler like this that John made, it'll do a whole length of a line, which we're going to use this on here. That's made of 64th plywood. It can go around curves. You tape it on there and go around the curve. But if you look at it, it has probably 4 or 5 layers of masking tape set back away from the edge so that the ink doesn't wick down inside it. We got any questions on the tools? Good evening. I want to see. Now, I do something that I don't recommend. I freehand some spots. Pretty hard to do. Like around the corners and stuff. But you know what? I think I'm going to spend some time laying this out off camera, because this layout will be, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours, and I just can't. I'm not going to be able to talk for 6 hours, and I've got to get it laid out before I can start inking. I also need to cut a panel on my sign plotter. It has a round corner on it. I probably cut those too. I wish I had some C-Temp. Hey, Jim. Yep. Well, that's why this video is going to be sort of disappointing tonight, because I am not going to ink. I'm just going to do the planning, because if you see this, look how many lines are on the damn thing. I don't think I'm going to do the rivet lines, but I am going to do all the panel lines. There's panel lines. I need to do those. I need to ink in those cowl flaps. I got cowl flaps that I need to ink in, so one straight and angled like that, and I'm not sure how big I'm going to make them. So I'm going to have to do some math and figure it out. So I apologize if you guys got excited about me inking. I'm not ready to ink. I would suggest that you be in a good frame of mind when you do it. I have lost the cap. Damn. I got a headache too. What the hell happened to that cap? Anybody got an idea how to do it faster? Or just start inking? That's the way I used to do things. I don't think I'm going to do that on this one. Oh, on the cap, good. Now I mentioned tools. You want to use India ink, black India ink, for paper and film. There is a difference, because if you use it for paper, when you hit it with clear, it'll spread. And the next thing is when I dust the clear on it, when I put the clear on this, it'll be just dusted on right along the lines. We're not going to load it up with a heavy coat of clear. It'll just be dusted on to keep the lines from moving or picking up. And now this one here has a line that tapers, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go straight, just like my other Thunderbolt. Straight is much better. So we got this over here. Anyway, this was oh yeah. This was kind of a teaser to inking. I'm hungry. I'm going to end the video, eat some dinner, think about this, And I'll probably continue laying out the tape. And I promise when I do ink this finally, we'll come back and I'll do it on camera. No, I mentioned that already. 3 different thicknesses. We got the thick line for around the paint, the thinner line for half the size of that for a hatch, and then a real thin line for a panel line. So we got a varying array of ink lines. I wish I had the king of ink here. I'll tell you what, if you ever saw Billy's airplane, that guy's an artist, boy. It's inked perfect. And that airplane's 25 years old and looks great. Of course, that's why it's 53 ounces too. 25 years old. He had good wood back then. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. I got to eat dinner. I apologize teasing you on that, but we'll come back to this tomorrow. Yeah, I use cleared oat too. All right, I got to get something to eat. I'm starving. That girl held me up too long. All right, fair winds, tight lines. We'll see you later. Be safe. See ya.